When corrupt cops take advantage of their power, they think they are untouchable, but in many cases, it is their own fellow officers, the good cop, who step in to set things right. Today, we'll be going through these cases where the corrupt cops were humbled by the good ones.
Clear the hospital. Come right back to the attention. Just be advised that Mindy is in the lobby.
You gotta do what you gotta do. We got calls on it.
What's up, LT?
Hey, LT, how you doing?
Somebody called it on you driving erratic.
Erratic driver.
Headed home?
Hey, I'm sorry to bother you. My mic's live, so you know, at this point. I mean, my camera. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We got him on a 38 Honeysuckle on Idell. I'm in charge right now. I just wanted to call and let you know.
The young officer couldn't believe he had pulled over Lieutenant John Chu of his police department. Overwhelmed, he dialed his supervisor, who instructed him to follow protocols.
Did you get any? Yes. We gotta do what we gotta do. We're gonna have to lock him up if he's 450. You told him to just hang tight? Mm-hmm. You didn't observe any alcohol in the thing or anything? I know you probably didn't. It's a high truck. Is there an odor yet or anything?
No.
You didn't get an odor? Alright. I gotta call Edwards. Now my mic's live. We're on a 38 right now with someone we work with. Hang on one second. We had an erratic driver call. Lieutenant Chu. We pulled him over. We're doing some investigation right now. I'm waiting for Lieutenant Philly coming back, so I'm going to be late picking you up. Obviously, if you could drive in. All right. All right. Thanks.
Can we shut these off for a conference real quick?
Hang on. Hey, LT.
After confirming from multiple officers, they realized that they had to go on and arrest their lieutenant for possible drunk driving. They made up their mind and went on to approach Chu, who remained entitled.
Yeah, we're not going to mute our cameras at all or anything. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. All right, see ya. We're going to have to pull him out. We can't mute our cameras. We can't do anything. Let's hope. Hopefully he's all right. Safe to drive. Edward's just coming in. Come on. Hey, LT. So we had the erratic driver call on you. I guess Nucius had some observation. We have to handle this like anything else. He's going to ask you to step out. We already talked to Lieutenant Brioli. All right? He's gonna make sure you're safe to operate the vehicle.
Let's drive half a mile.
I understand, but everything's recorded now, sir. You know that. We got to handle it how we have to handle it. Trust us. We don't want to be put in this position either.
No. I get it.
Can you step out, sir?
Despite some initial resistance, Lieutenant Chu decided to step out of his car, and then the cops proceeded with the field sobriety tests.
He's just going to talk to you. You know how it is. He's going to ask you some questions, make sure you're all right.
I'm fine.
Can you just take your hat off for me, please, sir? You just take your hat off. Feet together, hands down to your side.
LT, let's get him off the... We don't want to do it in the middle of the road here. Let's get him off the side. I'm going to kill my lights too, all right? I just put the back on. LT, let's get you out of the middle of the road. We don't want you in the middle of the road here. Let's go off to the side.
All right, LT, just go check your eyes real quick. Hands on your side, feet together. You see the tip of my finger? I want you to follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? Just your eyes. Don't move your head for me, all right?
I have a call on hold. Can you do that at 21?
Is it urgent?
Actually, did anybody attempt to call the reporting party? Because that's what it is. You are
2, 3. On a 9 step, I want you to take a series of smaller steps and turn back around.
Just stand by on that. I'll give you a call when I
Take
clear.
9 steps back.
The lieutenant was in a miserable condition and couldn't even walk straight without fumbling. After messing with his test, he thought of using his position to escape this mess.
Begin. Do not wish to complete the test, sir. You got to get your hand off the truck, sir. Ready? I'll give it to you again. Hands together, feet down at your side. You're going to raise either leg of your choice. Approximately. Keep your foot parallel to the ground. And you're going to count. 1001, 1002, 1003. While you're counting, I want you to look down at your toe. Keep both knees locked out. You understand?
You know what?
Hold on,
Wait.
so, LT. You don't want to complete the test?
No, I don't.
Okay. You want to give it? You don't want to complete the test, sir?
No.
All right. Sure, you know we don't want to be put in this position.
You know what, John? I get it.
You don't have your weapon on you or anything. You don't have any firearms.
No, it's shit.
No, it's
no.
stuff I got to ask, Sarge. Or LT.
Shit, no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Even the officers couldn't handle the pressure of arresting their supervisor, who was a 23-year veteran of the police department. Instead of making their job easier, Lieutenant Chu kept being difficult.
We're going to have to bring you in and put you on the box based on the test. You know we don't want to do this. We have to do everything's recorded. You understand that?
No, I get that.
All right, nothing personal for our safety and yours. You know what we have to do. I just want to check to make sure you don't have anything on you, all right?
Shit, you know what, John? Go ahead. Do what you got to do.
All right, can you walk back to this car with us, please?
No, you know what?
What's her?
I would love to know who called.
You can find that out. You know that. You can find out. I don't know who called. I do not know, but you know you'll be able to find that out. We did not know we were looking for this truck, sir. Came out as an erratic driver. Handled it how any cops would have. But unfortunately, we're in a situation now.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I would never disrespect you. And no, I wouldn't.
And I wouldn't disrespect you either, sir. So with all respect, can we get you back there so we can get you off the street, get away from this?
I'm not going back to that PD.
I'll tell you at this point, our hands are tied. I mean, I hope you understand.
I totally get it.
It's so embarrassing that the cops, despite being right, were so ashamed to arrest this ignorant lieutenant who had been driving drunk jeopardizing the lives of others on the roads.
Let me ask you this. Can I have 20 minutes?
Sir, you know we cannot do that. Everything is, sir, everything's
No,
on
I
camera.
get it. I totally get it.
See, people are starting to drive by it. LT, let's get you out of here, okay? Can you come with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go in the back of Mike's car. We'll get you out of here. Make sure
You know what?
you're safe. What's up? I can't let you get in the car. You know that.
Well, then you drive it.
Well, if you have someone on scene, we can get it. I see Mr. Eccles here. We can try to get him to.
Drive my truck home, please.
His keys are in it. We'll handle that. LT, we'll handle that. All right. Do front, but search him. Okay. Don't put him in the back. I'm saying you can cuff him in the front. Hey, Rob.
Hey, what can I do, man?
LT, you know you can't do that, sir. We can't have you in the front seat.
I can't have you in the front seat.
We're not going to cuff you in the back, okay? We're going to do it in the front, all right?
Are you serious?
Sir, you understand this. You would hate to be in our position too. John, please, John. Please, John. John, please. We'll get you the help you need. Let's just, come on. You know we don't want to do this to you. All right, well, we gotta get you. We gotta get this process up. People are starting to come. We're all gonna get. You know what? Other people
John,
responding out
tell
here.
me you,
Sir, I would like you.
just
This
tell
is what's
me.
gonna happen. We're gonna get you behind this door so no one sees. Mike's gonna put the cuffs on you in the back.
No, there's no cuffs.
Yeah, what to do? We have policies and procedures. Let me call the LT. Just you can shut the door for now. Oh man.
Despite being hammered drunk, the lieutenant wasn't cuffed and was made to sit in the back of the police car. However, the cops were soon instructed to follow the relevant protocols and ensure he was cuffed, even if from the front only.
He's okay with us. He doesn't want the handcuffs on. I'm trying to give him a front. Is it absolutely necessary we handcuff him? Okay. Okay, because I appreciate it. Because he's being cooperative and stuff. Okay, I understood. And one of his friends I'm sorry, yeah, we'll read him his rights when we get 19, absolutely. One of his friends rolled up on scene. Can we turn the truck over to him, or do you want that code recording to John's Law? LT, we just talked to Lieutenant Peroli. We have to, in the front, we'll do it right here. Don't have to do it behind your back. Okay? Please cooperate
John,
with us.
come on.
John, we don't want this to turn into anything more. You know that. We don't want it, but we cannot lose our jobs. You understand, sir? You're my first sergeant. Thank you. All right.
The officers then searched his vehicle and even found an open container inside it.
You come over here, Rob. Not much. There was nothing we could do. We would have. He's my first sergeant. I have to get it towed. I have to tow it. Oh man. But we've had guys get these before and go back to work, just so you know.
Hopefully he'll go get the help he needs.
I know. I hope so too. It's terrible.
Love the guy, man. See him throw it all away.
The lieutenant was taken to the police station, where he was subjected to a breathalyzer test, which revealed his blood alcohol content to be 0.36%, almost 4 times the legal limit. He was charged with driving under the influence and pleaded guilty. As a result, his license was suspended for 7 months, and he was fined $700. Surprisingly, this wasn't the first time an officer got enraged at his fellow officer when he was being held accountable. On May 31, 2013, Officer Robert Dubois was conducting a traffic stop in plainclothes when a state trooper considered this suspicious and pulled over just behind a stop and went on to demand the officer's ID. The officer didn't like the request, leading to a heated altercation. As the officer declined to give his ID, the trooper displayed his firearm, further increasing their tension. Just as the sergeant arrived, the officers started to fight against each other. According to the trooper, some police impersonators had committed several robberies in the past, so he needed to check his ID. One might argue that his way was wrong, but what happened next was downright absurd. Eventually, Sergeant Gabriel and Officer Robert identified themselves, but things were about to get even worse, as this time, the officer went on a rant. The sergeant recognized that the trooper wasn't entirely out of line for requesting the ID. Soon after, the situation was de-escalated, and both officers left without further incident. Soon after this crazy incident went viral, the Bergen County Police Department said that neither the officer nor the trooper were at fault. Later, both Officer Robert and Sergeant Gabriel were disciplined for the profanity they used at the stop. The trooper was cleared of any wrongdoing. While this officer was agitated, this next one made a huge mistake and was brought to justice.
You haven't been drinking, have you?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nope, been smoked.
It's a hell of a lot of Xannies. So here's a bunch of Xanny bars, and so you got felony right here.
On September 8, 2018, officers from the Chandler Police Department were notified about an erratic driver who had hit a wall in a passenger's car before pulling into a parking lot. The officers soon went over to confront the guy and was shocked to find out the driver was an Arizona SWAT officer, Jonathan Schuler.
So you were at the HGN lab?
Yeah,
What was your role in it?
not that one.
Okay. You haven't been drinking, have you?
No.
Nothing at all?
Nope, been smoked. Really tired from this week. Finally got into that lab.
Okay.
Ate McDonald's and ate shit on the corner.
Did you have a collision with another vehicle at all?
No. I was, to tell you the honest to God truth, eating my McDonald's and my fries.
Okay.
Not paying attention, ate shit on the curb, tried to get off the roadway, and here I am.
Okay. Where'd you say your license was?
Yeah.
Who do you work for?
City of Maricopa.
Okay.
Yo, fucked up.
What'd you hit?
Curb. Like,
on the freeway or?
yeah, on, gotta be the 202 or something.
Was the tire sparking or something?
I don't know.
That's what we were told. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I hit it, and then I was just looking for an exit, found this one, and busted over here.
Oh, okay. So how was the training? Was it any good?
I passed.
That was for HGN?
Yeah, it was the HGN class.
The officer noticed that Schuler was inebriated and something was wrong with him. He immediately pulled him out of his vehicle and started to conduct some field sobriety tests.
Nothing to drink?
Nothing to drink, man.
Your eyes are a little bloodshot watery, you're kind of shaking, and...
I'm shaking because I know how this goes down.
How what goes down?
Well, you're going to investigate me for a DUI, most likely.
Well, I just want to make sure that to be driving, you know what I mean? Witness said that you hit a car. You don't recognize hitting the car. You've been doing this long enough, you understand, if you were in my shoes, how that would be.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that.
Okay. So, not even a beer or two afterwards in the wet lab? So if we call down there, they could be like, he just sat there playing on his phone?
Waiting for Officer Torres to get his stuff done.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call.
You see to my pen?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Try not to move your head, bud. Keep your head still. You're okay.
Will do.
You're still moving. There you go. We don't yell, bud. And remain in that position until I tell you to begin. Can you touch heel to toe? You need a minute?
I'm nervous as hell. Not gonna lie.
That's fine. Take a minute. Catch your breath.
Possibly losing a job.
Why would you lose your job?
Well, when I'm acting like this, even though
What do you mean?
I got triple zeros.
What do you mean acting like this?
I'm scared as hell.
I get scared. And you understand how this works. It's the totality of everything. If you legitimately haven't had anything to drink, that's fine. But I want to make sure that we do our job and we don't get accused of trying to sweep something under the rug for a fellow police officer. Especially when there's possibly another vehicle that's involved on the freeway.
I understand.
Make sense?
I know today's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it there. 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, but you can go ahead and relax.
Scheller was having trouble performing the tests, and it was obvious that he had something earlier. Finally, after some time, he revealed that he had taken some prescription drugs.
Have you taken any prescription medications or anything?
I took prescription hydrocodone.
You took hydrocodone?
Yeah.
When?
Today for my elbow surgery.
When was that?
4 hours ago.
4 hours ago?
Yeah, so it should be pretty well out of my system, I would think.
You know, we tell everybody, you know, the accidents do happen. They really do.
Yeah.
You know, you don't intend to do that.
No, it's an accident.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I thought I hit a barrier. That's why I pulled in here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, I hit somebody. Did they find him?
I'm not sure. That's why the DPS guy's here. I'm not sure. He just pulled up talking to our LPs. I'm not sure.
Pull your eyelids down like that for me. Okay. Open your mouth really wide. Stick your tongue out. See your teeth.
It was obvious that Schuler had nothing to drink, and his condition was due to something else, possibly some drugs. The officers proceeded to arrest him and were shocked when they decided to have a look inside his car.
Here's what we're looking at, all right? The triple zeros was kind of what we expected. I think with everything else, that you may have either taken more than you were prescribed of the oxy, or you took it too soon to be driving safely in a vehicle, all right? So at this point, you are under arrest for DUI, all right? I need you to put your hands behind your back for me, please.
It's my left, but you're good.
Is that going to cause you any discomfort?
No, you're good.
Okay.
The left one is you just had.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
You want the stuff in the center console? He's got pills and stuff in there.
Sure.
I just saw him and I just thought, since he's pertinent to that, I'll let him, get on myself.
These are Xanny bars.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing, but there's two different pills.
Yeah, he's putting pills in here because that's a hell of a lot of Xannies.
Yeah, I would say those look like Xanny bars.
Those are Xanny bars. That's exactly what those are.
So we know those are Xanny bars.
Yeah, these are Xanny bars.
Which is...
So here's a bunch of Xanny bars. And so you got felony right here.
Well, that's fun.
Lucky you, right? Lucky you.
I don't
That looks like Xanax.
It is Xanax.
It is
It says Xanax on the backside of it.
We were just going to look it up. What's on the other side? Right?
Got everything in here. Ah.
You hear what he's got? He's got fucking Adderall and Xanny bars.
I'm gonna give this to.
I think we should do some kind of inventory for what we're giving these guys.
Like a property sheet, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look them out.
Just because if there's a discrepancy between, hey,
Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna be recording, but
this guy's saying
Right,
it was
I hear
in my
you.
car, and we're saying, well, we turned over what we did. Well,
Right.
what do we know? We turned over. Just
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. I'll grab a property sheet, and that way it's.
The officers found a total of 74 Xanax pills inside the car. If this wasn't shocking enough, they also discovered Adderall, which was later revealed to be containing methamphetamine inside them. The situation just kept getting worse for the officer.
How long did you do that?
Only about 4 years.
4 years. Where were you stationed?
Fort Stewart the whole time. What about you?
I was supposed to play baseball in college, so I did the reserves.
Okay.
And then I got hurt near the end of basic and had to have a hernia surgery and missed spring training. So I stayed in the reserves the whole time.
GPS signal lost.
So, did you go overseas at all? An oxy pill and an Ambien pill and loosely put it in your pocket?
Yes.
Okay. Are you prescribed anything else?
Prescription, ibuprofen, some other things. I don't know off the top of my head. I have lots of old prescriptions.
What are those?
Off the top of my head, I really don't remember.
Many of them start with an A.
Like, not off the top of my
You
head.
just about started to say, you know what, listen, you're a police officer, right? You get it. And you can relate to this. 90% of the time when we ask a question, we don't really answer. You started to say what that other prescription was that started with an A. You have no idea. You've never been prescribed anything else.
No.
Not for breast cancer.
No.
Isn't that what that pill was for? And are you prescribed Xanax?
Yes.
For what?
For sleep, for anything from back home, Afghanistan.
Okay.
Is it prescribed through the VA?
No.
Can I see that? The other one?
Next up, we have this drunk female cop who was caught and taken to the cleaner.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Las Cruces PD. Ma'am? Las Cruces PD. Can you wake up? Right now, let 950 know. I mean, let Central know.
There is no male.
Left, right.
There is the female passed down the passenger seat.
I'm calling in by the, you can hear a female.
Ma'am, can you get up? I need you to wake up. Who else is with you? Just you?
The woman passed out in the car was herself a Las Cruces police detective, Stephanie Carabajal. It seemed like she had a lot to drink, and the officers were not going to leave her alone.
Going on for the last 20 minutes. I know you don't
No, I need you to get up. Get up. 950 Central 49. There's going to be no male with this vehicle, just a female passed out.
Yeah, turn off the...
No, get up now.
This car up here? We're not sure.
Get out of the vehicle.
No way.
Go ahead and get out of the vehicle for me.
Oh, what?
I'm giving you a lawful order to step out of the vehicle. Do it now.
Your own lawful order?
Step out of the vehicle.
Okay, stupid.
Right here. Who else is with you?
What do you mean? Who else is with me? Look in the car.
Wait right there, ma'am. Wait right there.
What are you talking about?
Wait right there, ma'am.
This is my own lawful order.
Ma'am, just wait. Wait in the car. Wait in the car, please.
Look in the fucking car.
Wait in the car. That's what I'm asking you. Wait in the car.
This is bullshit. Look in your own fucking order. You want to look at my car?
Steph,
no,
look in the car.
Bullshit.
Just have a seat in the car.
Okay, then
have a seat in the car. Sit in the car. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Instead of carrying out field sobriety tests and arresting her for DUI, the officers proceeded to contact New Mexico State Police, urging them to investigate this incident. Meanwhile, Detective Carabajal was relaxing in her truck.
Yep. Oops. It is. There's a clutch right here. We got it? Okay. I'll close the door, okay?
I'm sorry, the person you were...
As the officers waited for the supervisor to arrive, one of them went over to the witness who had called the cops over to hear what had transpired originally.
And I was going towards the movies, going on the highway, on the frontage. And I noticed these people were honking. I'm like, well, what are they honking at? And I looked to the right because she was in the...
a regular unit or you need a...
She was a white, younger girl. And she looked like that. I know they...
Like she was asleep?
Yeah, and so I freaked out because...
Was there anyone else in the truck with her?
No. And so I started honking and she had her window rolled down and I was like, are you okay? She's like, yeah. And then she went straight.
When she said yeah, did she seem fine?
No, she didn't. That's why I followed her.
It seemed like the witness had done a great deed of following the drunk detective, else she might have caused some great harm to herself and the people on the road. Seeing her condition, she definitely should not be behind the wheel.
And she turned to make a U-turn, but she was swerving. And I was like, you know what?
Like she was not maintaining her lane?
Yeah. I was like, I better call the cops in case she is intoxicated or...
So you suspected she was driving drunk?
And because I'm afraid that, she's going to end up killing herself, she's going to kill somebody else, and I'm going to be guilty for it. So she got on the freeway, on the highway, she went this way, and that's when I called 911, and I was following her, and then she slowed down, but she's going 10 miles per hour on the right lane. And people...
How far was she going 10 miles an hour? How long?
When I was going, I don't know if she noticed me again that I was following her or what. And that's when she pulled, and then she stopped right there and she got out of her vehicle. And I asked her again, are you okay? She's like, yeah. And she went to the passenger side.
So she went from the driver's to the passenger seat? Did she just scoot over inside or did she get out of the vehicle?
She got out of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened when she got out?
The officers kept waiting for a supervisor to show up from the New Mexico State Police. However, the officers did have a point, as they didn't want any bias involved in the investigation. After 30 minutes of waiting, Deputy Chief Paul Brock arrived on the scene and confronted Detective Carabajal.
right here on
Yes.
70?
Okay.
Let's see him on the right lane.
The deputy talked with the detective and eventually asked her to get off her vehicle. It was time that she did some field sobriety tests.
It's so cold. Can you please have my jacket?
However, surprisingly, the detective refused to conduct the field sobriety tests, leaving the deputy with no choice but to proceed with the arrest.
That's fine. Don't worry okay, like the way you pulled me over?
I didn't see you. I just got
I wasn't driving.
Despite being clearly intoxicated, she kept on arguing with the officers that she was just sitting on the passenger side of the car. However, the witness claimed that she just exchanged seats minutes before the cops arrived.
So you guys want to sit here and talk to me like I'm...
What questions do you have?
We're gonna play games, okay?
No, what questions do you have?
No, I don't have questions. So you're gonna arrest me for whatever you want.
You already played in the arrest.
As in the passenger seat of the fucking car, and you're gonna arrest me for DWI. Got it. Passenger seat of DWI. Got it.
The police officers also took no heed to her cries and proceeded with the arrest. She was eventually taken to the police station where she was charged with aggravated driving while under the influence of an intoxicating liquor or drug and 1 count of blocking traffic. In December 2019, the Las Cruces Police Department fired Carabajal and suspended her license in 2021. However, the charges against her were dropped as the judge claimed that her rights to a quick trial were violated.
Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. You have a problem?
On the 9th of October 2023, a drunk driver crashed his car into multiple cars. Shortly after, several police officers arrived and were conducting their investigation when an uninvited police chief showed up.
Hey, Ron, just pull that up and put it to the shoulder.
Yeah.
Thanks.
What is it?
The RMA.
I am not the police, okay? I came here with the ambulance. I want to make sure you're okay.
I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know. I'm asking you if he's RMA or not.
Oh, yeah, no.
What?
Yeah. I get that. I'm not saying you aren't. I just want to make sure your head is okay. You have no other injuries that we need to be aware of.
I can't get any.
Can you tell me your first name at least?
The officers were surprised to see Chief Leonard Guida pulling over in civil clothes. Shortly after, the chief pulled over an on-duty sergeant for a weird reason.
Let me work this DWI, okay?
Come over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Over here.
Chief, I'm on a DWI.
Get over here.
I'm on a DWI.
The chief kept calling the sergeant over, who refused, claiming that he had a DWI to work on. However, the chief persisted and even used force, only to learn the lesson of a lifetime.
Chief, I'm working. I don't have time to argue about a jacket, okay? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. You have a problem? You grab me. Now get out of here before you get a problem.
Take him out. Take him.
No, you're going to go in.
Take him.
Drunk again. Whose keys are these?
They're mine.
Get out of here.
No.
Chief, get out of here or you're going to get locked up.
No.
Chief, you're going to get locked up. You're grabbing me 3 times, leave me alone. You're obstructing my DWI.
Billy, come over here.
Let him go.
The chief got embarrassed right in front of his juniors, but instead of learning his lesson and walking away, he persisted with his resentful demeanor and pulled over the sergeant once again.
That's the first thing. Billy,
I'm trying to get away from everybody.
Shut up, because you're in trouble now. Stop,
No, I'm
please,
not in
stop.
trouble.
Stop,
I'm not in
stop,
trouble.
stop.
You're going to be in trouble.
Stop,
You're gonna be
Billy.
in trouble.
Billy.
Chief, I'm working at DWI.
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
Shut up.
No.
You're in trouble because this is the first thing. First of all, I was about to say to you, you stupid. I was about to say to you, what do you need OEM for?
You're embarrassing me in front of the men about the jacket.
No. That's neither here nor there.
Okay.
That's neither here nor there. Now we got a real fucking problem, Billy.
Yeah, we do.
I know.
We do.
All right, you're going to have to go inside.
No, how about we do this?
No.
We go
Billy,
inside.
Billy, you're going to have to go inside right now with me.
Chief Guida had completely lost it, and it was evident that he was intoxicated way above the legal limit. However, he did something incredibly foolish right in the middle of a dangerous traffic stop.
And
We're in a serious collision.
Billy, you're not doing anything when I'm on the scene, okay? You should know better than this, my friend.
No.
Listen to me.
Grab me.
No, I said
You were
come
out of
over
line.
here.
You're out of line. You grab me. It's on video.
Billy.
It's on video. I'm not going to argue with it. I have a crash to work.
Billy.
I have a job to do.
You're
okay?
relieved. Billy, you're relieved.
Okay.
You're relieved.
I'll go home.
No. Billy, you have to understand something. You're relieved. Billy, you're relieved. Go in the headquarters and wait for me.
Yeah, so my crash.
No, Billy, you're relieved.
I have
Billy.
officers here.
Billy.
Right here. They could get waffled because my car is
Billy.
blocking it.
Billy, you're relieved.
No, Chief.
No, Billy. Please, Billy, don't. You're suspended, Billy.
I'm
You're
suspended?
Yes.
Okay. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
Yes.
The chief ended up suspending the sergeant for no apparent reason. This meant that he was cleared to go home, however. The chief kept on insisting that he follow him to the police station.
Come here.
I'm going home.
We
can't talk. I'm suspended.
No.
I'm suspended.
You're
going
to headquarters
home.
and you're going to wait for me there.
No, I'm not. I'm suspended. I'm going home.
You're going to go in the headquarters and wait for me there.
Let me work my crash.
No,
this is why I'm here.
Billy, you're suspended.
All right, if I'm suspended, then I'm not going to wait inside. Nothing more to say.
No, Billy. You have to. Let me explain to you. Billy, you're suspended.
Okay.
All right. Billy.
Yes.
Right now.
Okay.
Wait for me in there. That's an order.
Can you do me a favor? Can you put your car where my car is so our officers and first aid don't get run over, please? Thank you.
The poor sergeant was embarrassed in front of his team, and none of the officers could speak up against the corrupt chief. That's when he pulled over another officer and tried to justify his behavior.
You see what happened there?
Yes, Chief.
What happened?
Some type of exchange between you and Sergeant Major.
Well, we're going to talk about that later. Everybody's got that. Billy's suspended. You really got this. What do you got here? What do you have?
We're trying to figure that out, Chief.
Go on, Billy.
The sergeant returned to his vehicle and was trying to get away from the scene. However, the chief was still not done as he once again came to him. This time, the conversation was more personal.
I'll meet you in there.
Yes, you're going to meet me in there. Go and put the dog in right now.
There's nowhere to put her. She's going to ruin things.
Okay, we'll leave her in there, please. Go in.
I'm going. I got people on the road. I want to make sure they're safe. I want to run you over, so watch out.
No. Come on. Go ahead. You know I love you. Come on.
I know. What? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Stop. Billy.
Why would you do that to me?
Stop. Billy. Stop. You got enough problems already. Please.
Okay.
It appeared as if the officers knew each other personally. However, the sergeant drove away, forced to leave his traffic stop. On the other hand, this matter was immediately noticed by the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office. An investigation started into the case, and Chief Guida was placed on administrative leave with pay. Just a day later, the chief announced his retirement, which occurred 6 months ahead of schedule. Well, if you think this was intense, the next blue-on-blue moment will leave you stunned.
I work here. I work why you fucking mad. Get out of my face. Get out of my
On the 31st of May 2013, Officer Robert Dubois from the Bergen County Police Department was conducting a traffic stop on the shoulder of the road. However, as Officer Dubois was in plain clothes, a state trooper from the New Jersey State Police observed this and pulled over behind the traffic stop to approach and confront the officer.
I'll do it if I want to. I want picture ID.
The state trooper went over to demand the officer's ID, which he refused to give. The trooper then proceeded to draw his handgun out, intimidating the officer. As expected, the officer didn't like this gesture.
You better have a good fucking reason why you're whipping your weapon on me. I do. I do. You had what? Armed robbery. You had police impersonation. I see what you got. I gotta back up. I gotta back up. No, you're not gonna tell me to leave here. This is my spot right here. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Nah, you don't. Apparently you don't. Eyes front. Why are you looking at me?
The state trooper claimed that recently there had been several carjackings during which the suspects impersonated police officers. Therefore, he kept demanding the officer's ID. Shortly after, Sergeant Gabriel Escobar, also in plain clothes, arrived at the scene. Suddenly, the situation escalated and the conversation took a darker turn.
Yeah, bullshit. I work here. I work why you fucking mad. Get out of my face. Get out of my Get out of here. Out of here. No fucking. No fucking. You know what's going on out here. You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know what's going on out here. You know what's your hands up there. Okay, man. I'm working out here. I'm working out here. You don't know what's going on out here. You don't know what goes on out here. Fucking rule. Fucking rule. Get the fuck out of here. You don't know what goes on out here. You don't know what goes on out here. Go fly to your door. Force call me. Come on,
The tempers escalated and both the officers went back and forth with each other, filled with profanity. Things were about to get even worse as the trooper tried to explain the reason for pulling over.
Yeah, costume. Yourself. Costume out of here. Yeah, all right. You don't even worry. Know what goes on. I need you here. We want you here. I want you here. I want to. Nobody wants to hear. I don't want to hear. You pulled your fucking gun on me. Get the f*** out of here. If you didn't have your uniform on, I'd wipe the street with you, bro. You pulled your gun on me. Fuck the police, scumbag. You saw my ID. A police. What the fuck do I look like to you? If I pull my gun on you, how would you feel? If I pull my gun on you, how would you feel? On me. police impersonators. Arrested for 3 of them in the last month. 3 of them in unmarked cars. Arrested police impersonators. So don't come out here fucking rocking a fucking uniform. Bro, you're better than anybody. You know who I am. Really? You know who I am. I don't know who you are. My ID. Arrested police impersonators with that.
It appeared as if the officers didn't like the troopers withdrawing his gun against them. However, eventually, both the sergeant and the officer identified themselves.
That's best, bro. Do they have this? Did I see that when I first walked in? Afterwards, scumbag. What, did I have my gun out after I saw that? Did I throw you out? Arrested police impersonators. That's right. Rookie move. It's a rookie move. I work out here. You know who I am. You know who I am. You know who I am. You see this? You know who I am. Get out of here. You know who I am. Rookie. Hey, Sergeant. Just let me get your name real quick. Escobar. What is that? Burton County Sheriff? Burton County PD. Very good. Escobar. What's that badge? 244. Escobar. 244.
Just as it appeared that the tempers had cooled down, the officers were engaged in a verbal dispute once again, and this time the officer was the aggressor.
Wait, take a picture of this. Hold on. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, Mr. Stuff Guy. Alright, yeah. You don't know the story, bro. You don't know the story. You got 6 months, you just got out of the academy. Yeah, alright. You just got out of the academy. You see a uniform, that means I got out of the academy? No, because you're acting like a douchebag. Bro, you don't know the story. I just told you the story, and you're still acting like an asshole. What does that mean? I just told you the story. So when your plainclothes guys do that, do we do that to them? Well, listen, when our plain guys are out here working, they let us know. They let us know when our plain guys are out here working. When you're working on Route 4, Route 46, you let us know? I don't come out to Route 4. Because you're not from here. You don't know shit about here. Where you from, fucking Morristown? That's right, because I only got 6 months on the job. I only got 6 months on the job.
The trooper accepted the fact that he was a Tukey and was only trying to do his job. That's when he went to confront the sergeant, who tried to calm him down.
Because it's an issue now. Now it's an issue. Now it's an issue. First off, I'm not going to make an issue of it. I work out here. I work out here, all right? Oh, you're not making an issue out here? You come here ranting and raving, telling me to get the fuck out of here? You didn't just do that? I think we just settle this out here. I'm not going to say nothing, but you want to point your boy up. I'm telling you. I tried to explain it to you. We've had 3 police impersonators, tax vests and all. So we're ripping and stripping out here, robbing people. You know what? Carjacking, guns, the whole 9 yards. If you don't believe it, I want my detectives to call you. I want them to personally call you because I'm a rookie and I don't know what's going on. Just calm down. Now, calm down.
Finally, the matter seemed to be resolved, as the sergeant had understood the reason for the stop. Eventually, the trooper drove away, and the officers continued with the stop.
Are we getting anywhere yelling at each other? I'm not getting anywhere yelling at each other. Nah. All right? So, if that's the case, then you know what? No, I'm lying, bro. I'm lying. I come out here typically and put my gun out on police because that's what I do. That's what they teach us 6 months out of the academy to do. Why do I tell you that? I don't stop throwing a gun on them. I have a problem with that. Yeah, no shit. All right? Yeah. But I still tried to explain to you, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. I'm a rookie 6 months out of the job. Well, you know what? I want my detectives to call you personally. I want them to call you personally because, you know what? Apparently my word's not good enough. So I'm going to leave it as is.
Soon after this incident, the Bergen County Police Department launched a statement claiming that neither the officers nor the trooper were at fault, as both of them were just doing their duties. However, it was later revealed that both Sergeant Escobar and Officer DeBow received some type of punishment for their behavior. It's just not senior officers who hold these idiot cops accountable, as this cop was owned by an Army veteran.
Who's your girlfriend or your baby mama?
The lady we just saw.
The lady right
we can
here.
See.
First of all, that's my wife, Marble. Okay.
Officer Cody Marler stood on the porch, unaware they were about to confront Army veteran Sergeant Syra Hawkins at his doorstep.
Can you go with what's the problem?
The cops didn't bother giving the house a second look and kept stirring up trouble. As Sergeant Hawkins was still trying to figure out what was happening, Officer Marler appeared to be in a rush.
Y'all violating my rights right now.
Which civil right are we violating?
Why are you raising your voice?
Sergeant Hawkins began to feel uneasy about Marler's demeanor, but the officer showed no signs of easing up.
Why is he raising his voice? Okay. Are you threatening me?
As tensions escalated, Marler's rage got the better of him as he uttered words that would ultimately weigh heavily against him.
First of all, you came to my house and said, is that my girlfriend or my baby mama? No, you can eat it.
Hearing those disgraceful comments, Sergeant Hawkins quickly brought out his phone, causing Marler's demeanor to falter immediately.
You told me to eat it, right? Marler?
I messed up. I apologize.
Now that you want
It appeared that Marler recognized his error, yet uncertainly lingered, as they were unsure if they were at the correct location.
Did you or did you not tell me to eat it?
Moments later, the officers finally faced the truth. Hawkins' wife and their 2 babies were inside, visibly terrified, sparking a surge of anger within him.
Are your children okay? Okay.
Do they look okay, guy?
Realizing the gravity of his mistake, Officer Marler faced just criticism and anger, leaving him with no choice but to retreat.
I told you I did 9 years in the military. That's a Sergeant Hawkins.
As Marler exited the house, Hawkins' focus shifted to the female officer, who had maintained a much more respectful demeanor throughout the altercation.
Let me explain, because we may
You said you told me to eat it.
Finally, the female officer acknowledged their mistake, labeling all of this ordeal a miscommunication.
So it may have been a miscommunication between North Bay and our dispatch.
The female officer kept going back and forth before leaving the place altogether. However, this wasn't the end of this matter, as Officer Marler was fired from the police department days after the incident. Police Chief Aaron Roth even owned up to the mistake, issuing a sincere apology for his officer's blunder at the wrong address. Despite being fired from his job, Marler was hired by the Willits Police Department on November 17, 2022. But this wasn't the only time a corrupt cop was brought back to his place by his supervisor. This time, the reason was even more alarming.
He's 14. Why is he detained?
On January 14th, 2021, some Fuqua Varina police officers approached 14-year-old Malcolm Ziegler in response to a call about a stolen dirt bike.
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay?
Malcolm did indeed own the bike, having legitimately purchased it from the thief. However, the officers were in no mood to listen to his explanation.
Gosh, what did I do?
Despite being only 14 years old, the teenager remained composed and attempted to reason with the officer, clearly puzzled by the arrest.
Well, can I show you the bill of sale from where I bought it?
Despite the fact that the boy was just a minor, the cop didn't bother to reach out to his parents and instead proceeded with the arrest.
How old are you? Okay.
Moments later, a concerned neighbor witnessed the situation and did a huge favor to Malcolm.
Can you ring the doorbell and tell my dad to get that bill of sale somewhere in the house?
After a while, another neighbor came in trying to help, but it seemed like the officer had already made up his mind.
Get my dad. He's in the house. Just ring the doorbell.
As the officer was busy trying to put him inside the car, one good officer knocked down on his home and summoned his dad, who came out extremely distressed.
What is the guy's name that sold you the bike?
I think it's like Tony or something.
He only had a brief stay outside as he quickly went back, trying to locate the bill of sale. A few minutes later, Malcolm's dad returned, holding a plethora of documents, but the most important piece of paper was still missing.
These are ones he just filled out.
Okay.
Because he was going to sell it.
Malcolm's patience was wearing thin, and he was finding ways to escape this troubling situation.
Do you need the dude's phone number that I bought it from? So I can give you his phone.
Just hold off on that for right now, okay? And we'll move forward with that in a little bit.
Rather than easing tensions and freeing Malcolm from his handcuffs, the officer took an entirely unnecessary course of action.
Yeah. So if you just go put your legs in for me for a second. All right, you got it. You're almost there.
What's that shoe you wear, like a 14?
All right, just hang tight for me, man, all right?
As he locked him inside, one of the officers who had witnessed everything approached, attempting to reason with his colleague.
He's 14.
Yes.
Okay. So why is he detained?
Because that's a stolen...
The arresting officer wasn't clear with his intentions, and the other officer kept pressing him with more questions.
Obviously he's a juvenile, right?
Yeah.
Finally, the officer clarified to him that he had made the wrong decision to arrest him.
Ain't no sense having him sit in the car tent with handcuffs on.
The cop was left with no choice but to rectify his mistake. The officers kept going back and forth with each other until they reached a common ground.
But you wouldn't end up filing the petition.
No, but...
Finally, the supervisor arrived on the scene and wasted no time before passing his judgment on the matter.
We're gonna take the handcuffs off.
Yeah.
Malcolm was finally freed from the handcuffs after his father produced a bill of sale. Malcolm was illegally detained, and his family expressed their concerns, demanding that the officer be held accountable and charged for his misconduct. Meanwhile, the Fuqua Varina Police Department claimed that they are pursuing an internal investigation into the case. However, that's not the last time an officer was immediately rectified by his boss. This time, he even did a walk of shame.
Hey, Sergeant, maybe you'll learn one day.
Thank you.
No problem.
On March 8th, 2023, an auditor was conducting a First Amendment audit of the Buchanan County Courthouse when Sergeant Chris Chesmore approached him. Here's what he had to say to him.
Yeah, I do.
Can I see that, please?
Oh, certainly.
The auditor, well aware of his rights, confidently refused to provide any ID, also injecting a hint of humor into the situation.
I'm Billy Crack.
It was clear that these tactics didn't amuse Sergeant Chesmore. Rather, he seemed to be getting increasingly agitated.
Excuse me? Don't touch me.
Touch you?
Yeah, you just did. You just bumped me. Why? For what? What did I do wrong?
You were told to leave by me.
For what? What crime?
Let's go.
What crime did I do? I'm here to get papers.
The auditor knew his rights and refused to surrender to the sergeant's unlawful orders.
This ain't Russia.
Seeing the auditor not moving an inch, the sergeant opted to return, this time accompanied by another officer.
You work for me.
No.
You work for the people.
Do you live in Buchanan County?
It's none of your business.
The auditor absolutely owned the sergeant, and just when the other officer attempted to intervene sneakily, he ended up being swiftly shut down.
What's so funny, little boy? What's the First Amendment?
The auditor wasn't going to be intimidated so easily. Instead, he delivered a stern warning to the officers.
You want to be a little tyrant? Hey, get out of the public building.
I haven't.
Hey, he went up. Yeah, because you're not going to, and if you do, guess what? We'll have fun in court.
Once more, the auditor cracked a sudden joke, and predictably, the sergeant didn't seem to appreciate it in the slightest.
Not enough testosterone?
The sergeant persisted with his questions, prompting the auditor to deliver a much-needed lesson on the First Amendment.
Imagine swearing an oath to the Constitution yet you don't know.
The sergeant and the auditor engaged in a continuous back-and-forth exchange before the supervisor arrived, at which point the auditor began recounting the events that had transpired.
He needs educated. This is disgusting, what he's doing.
Meanwhile, the young officer tried to assert something, only to be promptly silenced.
Is this your first day on the job? I mean, come on. Captain, do you accept this behavior?
Finally, the moment of truth arrived, and the captain sided with the auditor, leaving the sergeant feeling defeated.
So you have no problem?
No.
Exactly.
But what happens when a junior officer holds a senior officer accountable after they have broken the law? Just like this police chief who learned his lesson.
Say hello, was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because of the window tint violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it, that's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir. So
I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
The chief wasted no time before asserting his authority over the officer. Moments later, a female officer also joined in, but Chief Hemphill made no exceptions to her and continued to act entitled.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me over.
Sir, I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Right. Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebra. Do you wanna write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping for one. The window tint's dark. The flashing blue lights. Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights in their
Are you writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm conducting my investigation.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm fixing to leave.
Do you have your driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
Literally.
I have my driver's license. I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
1111. I'm out here with Illinois.
The female officer remained resolute in her duty, claiming that she makes no exceptions to the law. The chief, however, seemed to be too hung up on power and seemed to believe he was above the law.
Okay, so 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color. It's a machine construction company out of Losersville. Registration showed expired, valid insurance, negative 90 hours.
Just confirming Bravo Frank Mike 1175 BFM 1175. Yeah, sir, as I was explaining.
I don't want to hear anything from you.
Okay.
You let her do her job.
28 returns to a 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color, to machine construction company.
The chief was getting angry without any reason, despite the officers maintaining their composure and treating him with respect. He went over to sit in his car, and the officer went back trying to calm him down, but the chief was about to go on another power trip.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
that's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're
You
making
won't
sure.
get anything back from that tag.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you wouldn't come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram
No,
now?
we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay, I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Hemphill then tried to intimidate the officers, claiming that he had their chief on the phone. The officers at this point could do nothing but be shocked by the level of entitlement and ignorance shown by the chief.
Please.
I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I
I'm trying to be
y'all.
respectful with you.
I understand
okay?
that. I understand
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at you, right?
I understand
All right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you, the only thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights.
No, sir. No, we were going to pull you actually. Indian, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up, okay?
Okay. All right.
But like I said, there's people out here impersonating police officers with blue lights.
Well, you threw she threw my license. If she is getting them for me,
she'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. It's very unprofessional.
The chief was soon let go, but the incident went viral online, receiving severe criticism across the board. That's when a third-party independent organization was called in to investigate the chief's actions. After the investigation, Jonathan Hemphill was given an oral reprimand and was asked to attend post-training related to anger and de-escalation. Well, surprisingly, that's not the only time a police chief was pulled over for a traffic violation.
Really?
On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County police officer was on his usual patrol route when he observed a person going 96 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. However, when the officer approached the car, he was in for a surprise.
Really? Yeah.
The officer had pulled over Henry County Sheriff Chief Deputy Michael Yarbrough. The chief gave him his license, and the officer proceeded to go to his police cruiser, where he made an interesting phone call to his friend, recounting the entire incident.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarbrough.
Real?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped-up Dodge Charger that belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
Well, the officer did indeed write him a speeding ticket and handed it to him. Remarkably, the chief owned up to his mistake and didn't try to escalate the situation or leverage his position to evade accountability.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here, it's got a court date, time it's must appear. Yes, sir. Please slow down and have a safe day.
After receiving the ticket, Yarbrough was suspended for 40 hours without pay for the severity of the traffic citation. However, every police interaction doesn't go as smoothly as the previous one.
Let me tell you something. Your job to slow the traffic down.
In June 2018, a cattle farmer, Doug Bailey, was carrying a trailer full of cattle when it suffered multiple flat tires and broke down. In need of assistance, Bailey contacted Lawrence County Sheriff Larry Dean, who dispatched 2 deputies to help the farmer. As the deputies were arriving, Bailey also flagged down a Georgia State Patrol trooper to help manage traffic around the trailer. Some hours after the incident, Sheriff Dean contacted his deputies only to find out that the state trooper wouldn't let them move the cattle. Agitated by this, the sheriff personally arrived at the scene and directly confronted the state trooper.
The first one here, so this is my show.
Okay.
All right,
But no, this is my county, and this is my damn, it may be your interstate. Just call your damn supervisor. You can take your back and watch TV as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they're doing this the safest way.
Well, you know, you the best that you know how. My men are just as capable of doing it as they do. There ain't no way no cattle can get out of here. Let me tell you something. You go to slow the damn, your job is to slow the traffic down.
The farmer later explained how hot it was, and it was being really difficult for the cattle to be in this condition. The sheriff's anger wasn't coming down, as he continued to fume at the trooper.
There ain't no difference in backing that trailer. There ain't no difference in bringing a damn wrecker out here and got to turn around. There's no way these cattle could have got back on this interstate. These men out here, these cattle laid out and die, somebody's going to be responsible for them.
I understand that. All these lives from down there stay right here.
That's right. All these lives, they're not on you, they on me. They on me and this man right here.
If I stay for them to unload them cows, somebody has the cow.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I want to unload the cattle, I'll unload them on that damn trailer right now.
Hey, Sheriff, keep me first. Can I talk with you for a second?
That's all right. I'm telling you, they done got these damn cattle off the interstate.
Well, the trooper did stay calm and silently listened to what the sheriff said to him. Moments later, the sheriff started talking to his deputies in an attempt to help the farmer remove his cattle.
The trailer's been broken down for about 2 hours. They wanted to unload all these cows right here on the shore of the interstate and try to load them in that trailer over there. Sheriff, I told them no. I said, we got a wrecker coming, we got somebody coming to jack it up, get your spare tires on. Sheriff called his sergeant, told his sergeant to come out here and tell him to unload it. The sergeant came out here and told his deputies to unload them. I said, no. I said, I've already called my corporal, we ain't doing it. And now Sheriff just came up here and wanted to show out. He told me I could get out of his county and go watch TV. I'm real hot right now. Yeah, absolutely. I'm proving I hit the button.
As the sheriff got to the scene, the state trooper started to get away. He also called his supervisor to complain about what was happening.
Yeah, I need you out here. Sheriff Daniel showed up, and he's showing out real bad, getting up in my face, pointing fingers in my face. And I'm trying my best to stay professional and calm right now. But he's telling me to get out of his county and go somewhere else.
Eventually, the situation did calm down, and Bailey was able to get his cattle back to his farm. However, 5 of his cows died the next morning from heat and stress, resulting in a loss of $3,000 for him. Sheriff Dean, on the other hand, claimed that he met with the state trooper and apologized about the entire incident and the language he used. The actions of the sheriff pales out in front of the confrontation these 2 police officers had between them.
Shut your mouth. You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy. Talk to you, boy. You a boy. Thank you.
On June 24th, 2022, Sergeant James from the Hiawassee Police Department was out patrolling when he saw a driver speeding and driving recklessly. Soon, the sergeant activated his sirens and pulled the guy over.
Good evening. How are you doing well in yourself?
I'm doing all right.
What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I got to get my medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
No, well, it helps with my anxiety.
If that car in front of you would have slammed on brakes, you would have caused a wreck right here.
The sergeant asked for the driver's ID as he proceeded to question him about his medical condition.
What kind of medication is it?
It's for bipolar and anxiety.
Okay, I don't think that medicine would make you drive the way you were driving.
No, because it's starting to wear off. I was expecting to be home all night.
It's starting to wear off?
Yeah.
How many times a day you take it?
One when I first after I eat breakfast, I take one at 9 o'clock, one at 2 o'clock, and then one in the evening. And it's starting to wear off. I can feel my head starting to...
Well, the way you were driving,
that's what happens. That's why I'm taking the medication.
Well, maybe you don't need to be driving at all.
No, as long as I'm on medication.
Well, why don't you take your medication with you?
Because I expected to be home.
Hang tight.
The sergeant returned to his police cruiser, where he wrote a speeding ticket and went over to give it to the driver. However, just as he was about to leave the scene, Sheriff Ken Henderson attempted to talk to the driver, thus purposely interfering with his traffic stop. Agitated by this, the sergeant went over to confront him, leading to a massive brawl.
You for reckless driving or any of that. I wrote you for speed, just like I told you, 65 and a 45. I did put what you say and what I observed, okay? Your court date is August 8th. All right, watch coming through town like that, man. Traffic's heavy, okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. There's one come on.
Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Charges
do it.
Your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that see you pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Count 302, status check.
This heated exchange clearly shows a rift between the police department and the sheriff's office. Soon after the incident, the Hiawassee police chief apologized for the incident, noting that the department would continue to work for the public. As of now, there haven't been any internal investigations into the matter, and none of the officers have been confronted about this. And this time, we have a police officer going head-to-head with a security official.
Shut the hell up. You're not getting front of the line pass. You accused us of assault.
And why don't you want to talk?
Now you're not.
In August 2022, YouTuber Benjamin, more commonly known by the name Lofe, visited the Valley Fair amusement park in Shakopee, Minnesota, alongside another YouTuber to do some pranks and make content for his next video. Everything was going perfectly before he went over to confront a lady who he claimed had cut the line to a ride.
Dude, she's cutting in line. Why'd you cut the line?
Huh?
Why'd you cut the line?
I'm talking to my cousin.
No,
I'm not going on a ride.
No, I watched you though. You cut the whole line.
I'm talking to my cousin. All these people are waiting for their kids to get off. They're not in line.
No, but I've been waiting this whole time.
This is
you can't get on here anyway. You're too tall.
What are you talking about? Yes, I can.
No, this one.
You can't get on this ride. You're too tall.
Are you discriminating against me because I'm tall?
Hey, this dude. You know him?
I mean, you can ask him, but he's not gonna let you on the ride.
You're too tall.
No, but some of us are waiting and like out there all day, and she just cut the line.
You say I'm discriminating.
All of these parents are waiting for their kids to get off the ride. None of them are waiting to get on the ride. None of them are waiting to get on the ride. There is no line.
The two ladies didn't seem to enjoy the YouTuber's prank and went over to complain about this to the security. However, what Lofe didn't expect was that the lady would go on to falsely accuse them of assault.
Over in the kids area recently.
The kids area?
We had a description of, well, two white guys and a black guy.
I'm half white.
I'm sure the victim didn't really take it
The victim?
test too. Sexual assault.
What?
They said, yeah, you guys grabbed her. You had a camera. That's why I'm thinking that camera.
We grabbed her?
Whoa!
Who?
We're gonna go take you guys back so she can see if she can identify you, and then we got SPD coming too. So
Whoa!
who's gonna?
What are you talking? Who did we grab?
I just got the report. So
This just got blew way out of proportion, yo.
Grab?
Blew out of proportion. Were you there?
You're talking about sexual
Who
assault.
did we grab?
We don't even know we don't even know who you're talking about.
That's fine. You fit the description.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm not a cop.
All right, I'm leaving.
Suddenly, the mood started to shift for the YouTubers, as they had not done anything like that. The security official even alerted the cops who were on their way, and both of them were escorted out of the park.
Yeah, so we'll leave the park then. I'm not staying here with people like accusing us of. So what did we do?
We're gonna bring you up to the front, and then we get the person to come see if they can identify you.
Yeah, she grabbed. Dude, she touched us.
So now you were there. You just said you didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, we were there. We didn't grab anybody. It's all on camera. Detective, dude, why are you so mad?
Because you're walking away from me. You guys just admitted you were there.
We're not under arrest, so I don't need to listen to you.
We didn't do anything.
We didn't do. We literally have it all on video.
Okay, well then you have nothing to worry about. What you want to do is have small talk.
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing? Why is there 3 of them? You guys brought out the whole Avengers for this.
Come over here in the security office.
Why don't we not?
Well, if you're innocent, then I'll tell you what.
Why don't we not? You're not getting front of the line pass. You accused us of assault.
And why don't you want to talk?
Now you're not. Now you're gonna apologize.
This is private property.
Oh, okay. I'll step up.
At this point, you're literally harassing her.
Weapons of any kind.
I don't give. You bring.
Nah, you should. How is she scared?
Oh my God.
She said 3 people assaulted her.
There is no way.
Get out of here.
Shortly after, all 3 of them are escorted out of the park. An officer from the Shakopee Police Department arrives onto the scene and starts investigating the matter. Both of the YouTubers appear visibly frustrated at this point, as they were unfairly targeted by the accusation.
Hang on a second.
Is anything a problem?
Yeah. So what's going on today?
They walked up and accused us of assault. We have the whole thing on camera. We didn't do anything.
Okay.
And
I don't know much. I'm just trying to look into it, trying to get both sides of the story too. You're worried about recording. Everything's recording right here as well.
Are we under arrest or?
No, we're just being.
So we can leave. We can leave then.
You're being detained. Really free to look into something. If you
Okay.
want to get rough like that,
I'm not getting. I'm not getting rough.
You have an ID with you.
Yeah.
Break it out.
Why are we being
We're
detained?
looking into something right now.
I don't think we committed a crime for us to be asked questions for IDs and stuff.
So are we free to go?
Well, then you can go to jail if you'd like. If you're not going to identify yourself, it's
I'll identify myself, but like I'm confused.
I don't have no
not
idea.
difficult. That's fine. We can do that.
I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm really not.
Okay.
The officer appeared tough and didn't give them any leverage whatsoever. At this point, both of them found themselves detained, despite not having committed any crime whatsoever.
Genuinely like confused at what situation, because like we walked up and talked to somebody that was waiting for a ride. That's the only thing I can think of. We didn't touch anybody. We have it all on camera. We didn't touch anybody.
So much about touching.
What's this we've got? Because he said that we touched somebody and we assaulted them. That's what the head of security said. And we did not put hands on anybody.
Again, I'm coming into this at the end here, trying to sort it out and figure out all what's
Yeah.
okay? Not trying to accuse anybody of anything, but I'm merely going off of what I'm told.
I'm glad you didn't even say the words and stuff, but that other guy, the way he approached us was just not, it was not okay.
So in your guys' eyes, nothing happened. No.
Nothing.
How about him? I know he's got earbuds in and he's deaf, allegedly you said. Can we get your attention? Is he really deaf or is he just playing that?
He's like partially deaf. It's hard for him to hear. That's what he said. I was like, it's not an inconvenience. It's literally like a big deal. You don't accuse someone. Because like, look at where this led us. Like they called you guys and
you
like.
could have been off doing something better. You know?
Yeah.
Actually,
you got more important right?
To this gentleman here for a second. You guys.
He wasn't even there. I don't even know what he.
He's relaying information. All right, just be patient.
Dude, he's like smiling.
Guys, I hope I don't go to jail.
Moments later, another cop arrived on the scene, and surprisingly, the moment of truth came out as both of them were cleared of any criminal activity.
Why are we still here?
You guys are being detained for an investigation right now. Simple as that. Okay, so Valley Fair needs to do their thing, whatever they want to do with them, and then they're good. There's nothing criminal for us, so do your thing, whatever you need to do.
Hey, I want a 1-year pass. I want a 1-year free pass, bro. I want a 1-year free pass on everything I love, on baby. Y'all not finna false accuse us of assault, and then we're not getting a free pass, bro. I had to call my lawyer over this shit, and I'm pissed off.
Who are you mad at?
I'm mad at them, not y'all. Y'all doing your job. Which I'm mad at security.
Sure.
I was just in jail, man. So I wasn't trying to go back.
And we're not, like I said, that's why we were hanging out, waiting to figure out what happened, and we don't put people in jail that don't deserve to go to jail.
You're a good guy.
So we have to chat.
Can I give you a hug?
This is my homie right here.
676,000 subscribers.
I gotta get you a shirt, bro.
I'm just starting up, so I didn't want to.
Bro, you need to stop talking.
As both of them were cleared of any misconduct, which they clearly never did in the first place, the park still had the audacity to trespass them.
Add it to the list, man. I don't care about being trespassed, bro. I'm not coming back here.
Yeah, so
this has the worst
like
customer service and security I've ever seen.
Appreciate you for really doing your job. You're fair on both sides. It's big in the black and white, so I understand that you are aware of that.
Yeah. We have a. I don't know what that means.
It's bigger than black and white.
Bigger than black and white? I'll give you knuckles. I don't know.
Oh, you can just do that then.
Yeah, just fist. There you go.
Bigger than black and white.
He doesn't think so, though.
Well, do you guys have paperwork for him, or what do you guys
we got
do?
it.
Oh, so we're just gonna print something out for you. It's just gonna be the trespass form.
All right. Are we required to sign that?
I don't think we do.
Can I take a picture with you guys?
Or if I do come back.
That would be a cold picture for Instagram. He's got to be in it too. They seem like the guys that didn't pass the police academy.
I can't speak for them, but
like you know that failed the police academy.
Reserved.
Hell yeah.
Bigger than black and white, guys.
All right, yeah, absolutely. And I got a paperwork for you. Trespass for a year.
All right, add it to the list.
For a year. Trespass for a year.
All right, guys.
For us, guys?
Nah, that's it for me. Nothing criminal.
Nothing criminal?
Appreciate you guys. I told you security, whatever his name was. Thank you, man.
Thanks. Have a good rest of the day.
Yeah, you have a good one.
I know you're not deaf.
You know what, honestly though? I would have been disappointed if we left there without a trespass. Like, this is a badge of honor right here.
Well, this officer was hard done, but this next police chief was humbled by a couple of deputies.
Say hello. Was that illegal?
No, no, sir. The reason why we're stopping you is because of the wind intent violation.
I blinked my blue lights at you to let you know who I was.
Yes, sir. Well, we didn't know with it. That's not a government tag.
That is a unofficial tag. That tag's not even on file.
I see. Yes. Well, we have to catch up the bill to run it and everything like that, sir.
So I won't blink my blue lights at you next time. I'll let you just sit there. I was just speaking. I'm the police chief in Zebra.
Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Matt Pope worked for me. Your chief worked for me.
Yes, sir. There's no need to get upset.
The chief wasted no time before asserting his authority over the officer. Moments later, a female officer also joined in, but Chief Hemphill made no exceptions to her and continued to act entitled.
I'm upset because I spoke to you when I come by, and now you're pulling me over.
Sir, I've never met you a day in my life.
I understand that.
Why are you being hostile?
Easy. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay.
Easy. I'm not talking to you.
Why are you being hostile right now?
Are y'all gonna write me a ticket? Are you gonna write me a ticket?
Sir, we're just trying.
I'm the police chief in Zebra. Do you wanna write me a ticket?
Why are you coming up to me like that? I'm doing my job, right?
What are you stopping for?
I'm stopping for one. Look at it's dark. You flashed your blue lights. Okay, you know how many officers have blue lights?
Are you writing me a ticket? Yes or no?
I'm conducting my investigation.
Are you writing me a ticket? I'm fixing to leave.
Do you have your driver's license?
Sure, I have my driver's license.
Literally.
I have my driver's license. I'm fixing to make it a whole lot more. Your boss worked.
1111. I'm out here with Illinois.
The female officer remained resolute in her duty, claiming that she makes no exceptions to the law. The chief, however, seemed to be too hung up on power and seemed to believe he was above the law.
Okay, so 2001 Dodge Ram Cross, black in color. It's a machine construction company out of Losersville. Registration showed expired, valid insurance, negative 99.
Just confirming, Bravo Frank Mike 1175 BFM 1175. Yeah, sir, as I was explaining.
I don't want to hear anything else from you.
Okay.
You let her do her job.
28 returns to a 2001 Dodge Ram truck, black in color, to machine construction company.
The chief was getting angry without any reason, despite the officers maintaining their composure and treating him with respect. He went over to sit in his car, and the officer went back trying to calm him down, but the chief was about to go on another power trip.
Yeah. What?
She's about bringing your driver's license back up.
That's fine.
Yeah. First when we ran the tag, it came back to like a Dodge Ram, so we're just confirming it's not. Yes, sir.
It's a ghost tag.
Yes, sir. We're
making
sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're just.
You must have run it wrong. You must have run it wrong because you wouldn't come back to a Dodge Ram.
We were confirmed it. They let us know and everything.
So it's still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
Sir, can I ask why you're so upset?
Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram now?
No, we got it fixed. Why are you so upset?
No, you didn't fix it. Is it still coming back to a Dodge Ram right now?
No, it came back 9 on 5.
That's right, because you run it wrong.
Sir.
Somebody run it wrong. Either you did or they did.
We're about to get the information.
Okay, I got your chief on the phone right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Hemphill then tried to intimidate the officers, claiming that he had their chief on the phone. The officers at this point could do nothing but be shocked by the level of entitlement and ignorance shown by the chief.
Please. I appreciate your service. I appreciate your service.
All right.
I'm just saying, I spoke to you guys. I didn't have to do that. I could have eased on by y'all. I appreciate the job y'all out here doing.
Chief,
I
I'm trying to be
y'all.
respectful with you.
I understand
okay?
that. I understand
I'm not raising my voice or nothing at
understand
you,
that.
right?
I understand
All
that.
right, let's.
But I'm trying to tell you,
respectful to one
the
another,
only
okay?
thing I done wrong was spoke. Y'all never would have pulled me over if I hadn't flicked my blue lights
No,
at you.
sir. No, we were going to pull you up. Actually, Indian, I'm
No,
not
you
going to lie to you. I'm telling you straight up, okay?
Okay. All right.
But like I said, you know, there's people out here impersonating police officers with blue lights.
Or you threw my license. She threw my license. If she is getting them for me.
She'll bring it to you, sir.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
I'm just
Bring it
trying
till you get through.
I'm trying to talk with you.
I don't want to talk anymore about it.
All righty. It's very unprofessional.
The chief was soon let go, but the incident went viral online, receiving severe criticism across the board. That's when a third-party independent organization was called in to investigate the chief's actions. After the investigation, Jonathan Hemphill was given an oral reprimand and was asked to attend post-training related to anger and de-escalation. Well, surprisingly, that's not the only time a police chief was pulled over for a traffic violation.
Really?
On June 20th, 2023, a Henry County police officer was on his usual patrol route when he observed a person going 96 miles per hour in a 35 miles per hour zone. However, when the officer approached the car, he was in for a surprise.
Really? Yeah.
The officer had pulled over Henry County Sheriff Chief Deputy Michael Yarbrough. The chief gave him his license, and the officer proceeded to go to his police cruiser, where he made an interesting phone call to his friend, recounting the entire incident.
Hello? Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarbrough.
Real?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped-up Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
Well, the officer did indeed write him a speeding ticket and handed it to him. Remarkably, the chief owned up to his mistake and didn't try to escalate the situation or leverage his position to evade accountability.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here, it's got a court date, time it's must appear. Yes, sir. Please slow down and have a safe day.
After receiving the ticket, Yarbrough was suspended for 40 hours without pay for the severity of the traffic citation. However, every police interaction doesn't go as smoothly as the previous one.
Let me tell you something. You go to slow the damn, your job to slow the traffic down.
In June 2018, a cattle farmer, Doug Bailey, was carrying a trailer full of cattle when it suffered multiple flat tires and broke down. In need of assistance, Bailey contacted Lawrence County Sheriff Larry Dean, who dispatched 2 deputies to help the farmer. As the deputies were arriving, Bailey also flagged down a Georgia State Patrol trooper to help manage traffic around the trailer. Some hours after the incident, Sheriff Dean contacted his deputies only to find out that the state trooper wouldn't let them move the cattle. Agitated by this, the sheriff personally arrived at the scene and directly confronted the state trooper.
The first one here, so this is my show.
Okay.
All right, I'll call
but
my
no, this is my county, and this is my damn. It may be your interstate. You can call your damn supervisor. You can take your back and watch TV, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, they're doing this the safest way.
Well, you know, you the best that you know how. My men are just as capable of doing it as they do. There ain't no way no cattle can get out of here. Let me tell you something. You go to slow the damn. Your job to slow the traffic down.
The farmer later explained how hot it was, and it was being really difficult for the cattle to be in this condition. The sheriff's anger wasn't coming down, as he continued to fume at the trooper.
There ain't no difference in backing that trailer. There ain't no difference in bringing a damn wrecker out here and got to turn around. There's no way these cattle could have got back on this interstate. These men out here, these cattle laid out and die, somebody's going to be responsible for them.
I understand that. All these lives from down there stay right here.
That's right. All these lives, they're not on you, they on me. They on me and this man right here.
If I stay for them to unload them cows, somebody hits the cow.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I want to unload the cattle, I'll unload them on that damn trailer right now.
Hey, Sheriff, give me a first. Can I talk with you for a second? Come on.
That's all right. I'm telling you. They done got these damn cattle off the interstate.
Well, the trooper did stay calm and silently listened to what the sheriff said to him. Moments later, the sheriff started talking to his deputies in an attempt to help the farmer remove his cattle.
The trailer's been broken down for about 2 hours. They wanted to unload all these cows right here on the northern interstate and try to load them in that trailer right there. Sheriff, I told them no. I said, we got a wrecker coming, we got somebody coming to jack it up, get your spare tires on. Sheriff called his sergeant, told his sergeant to come out here and tell him to unload them. Sergeant came out here and told his deputies to unload them. I said, no. I said, I've already called my corporal, we ain't doing it. And now Sheriff just came up here and wanted to show out. He told me I could get out of his county and go watch TV. I'm real hot right now. Yeah, absolutely. I'm proving I hit the button. Yeah, it's on.
As the sheriff got to the scene, the state trooper started to get away. He also called his supervisor to complain about what was happening.
Yeah, I need you out here. Sheriff Daniel showed up, and he's showing out real bad, getting up in my face, pointing fingers in my face. And I'm trying my best to stay professional and calm right now. But he's telling me to get out of his county and go somewhere else.
That wrecker ain't got yet 3 feet back there.
Eventually, the situation did calm down, and Bailey was able to get his cattle back to his farm. However, 5 of his cows died the next morning from heat and stress, resulting in a loss of $3,000 for him. Sheriff Dean, on the other hand, claimed that he met with the state trooper and apologized about the entire incident and the language he used. The actions of the sheriff pales out in front of the confrontation these 2 police officers had between them.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You a boy.
Thank you.
On June 24th, 2022, Sergeant James from the Hiawassee Police Department was out patrolling when he saw a driver speeding and driving recklessly. Soon, the sergeant activated his sirens and pulled the guy over.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Doing well in yourself?
I'm doing all right.
What's your hurry? You're very recklessly from the city all the way here, man. In and out of traffic, not using turn signal. Man, I watched you. It took me this long to catch up to you.
I'm sorry.
You were 70 plus.
I didn't think I was that bad.
I checked you at 65.
I'm sorry.
What's your hurry?
I gotta get my medication.
You gonna try to kill people over medication?
No, well, it helps with my anxiety.
If that car in front of you would have slammed on brakes, you would have caused a wreck right here.
The sergeant asked for the driver's ID as he proceeded to question him about his medical condition.
What kind of medication is it?
It's for bipolar and anxiety.
Okay, I don't think that medicine would make you drive the way you were driving.
No, because it's starting to wear off. I was expecting to be home all night.
It's starting to wear off?
Yeah.
How many times a day you take it?
One after I eat breakfast, I take one at 9 o'clock, one at 2 o'clock, and then one in the evening. And it's starting to wear off. I can feel my head starting to...
Well, the way you were driving,
that's why I'm taking the medication.
Well, maybe you don't need to be driving at all.
No, as long as I'm on my medication.
Well, why don't you take your medication with you?
Because I expected to be home.
Hang tight.
The sergeant returned to his police cruiser, where he wrote a speeding ticket and went over to give it to the driver. However, just as he was about to leave the scene, Sheriff Ken Henderson attempted to talk to the driver, thus purposely interfering with his traffic stop. Agitated by this, the sergeant went over to confront him, leading to a massive brawl.
You for reckless driving or any of that. I wrote you for speed, just like I told you, 65 and a 45. I did put what you say and what I observed, okay? Your court date is August 8th. All right, watch coming through town like that, man.
Oh, yeah,
Traffic's heavy, okay? All right, be careful.
Sir, got a question. There's one come on. Inside the city or out here?
Just right here.
Okay.
Go pull the video at Valero. You get on my traffic stop again, I will arrest you.
Yeah, I'll arrest you right now.
Do it, buddy.
And we're going to
do it.
Charges
do it.
Your ignorance.
Do it, Ode.
Go for it.
Do it. There's cameras at Valero and there's cameras at Napa that see you pulled out.
Shut your mouth.
You don't talk to me like that. I'm not your boy.
Talk to you, boy. You
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of this video. These cases prove that not all cops are bad, and when good cops hold their corrupt colleagues accountable, it restores faith in the system. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.